Hello everybody, thanks a lot to attend to this session. I will talk about a tool that allows everyone to access to all the data inside an organization and very simple. Okay, I am Charlie Clermont, I am data architect and I help our customer to build their data management solution. I also co-found the Hadoop user group and also the Paris Spark meetup. In the life I work for Synaltic and we have two main subjects where we help customer. Data intelligence, business intelligence, where we build data warehouse, data lake, data visualization, things like that, and also data integration. Okay, by 2009, Altic, formerly Synaltic, we introduced TEID, which is an open source project led by Red Hat. This project allows the database virtualization, and we use this tool because we want to avoid some ETL workload and be efficient and more productive to directly use data from the source and federate the database, some database. If we take a look of Hadoop ecosystem, the project starts with two main components, HDFS and MapReduce. And today we have so many components. And something we could identify is that all that component today allow us to build finally database. And where we start with Hadoop, it was a question about a sort of deconstruction of the database, because some database not allow us to have all workload we need with big data. So in fact, today with so many components, we could build our own database if we take that component or that component is something we could identify here. Is a talk of Julien Ledem, PMC, Apache PMC, who also demonstrate that we could build our own database, depend on what we need. If we want to have a database for time series, if you want to have a database with very interactive workload, we could use some, column-oriented format, project and assemble that project with other component to build our own data warehouse. And in the same time, user want something very simple because they already use social application like Google, Uber, Airbnb, things like that with simple interface. And in the same time, to build analytical workload or have or allow user to to manipulate their own data or build dashboards, things like that, is very difficult. So we have simplicity versus something very hard to have, very difficulties to build the analytical workload by users. So because of that, some company try to have things very simple to build dashboard, to build data preparation, to help users to manipulate their data. And as a leitmotiv was to have a self-service solution. Okay, we have the difficulties to build analytical workload. Some companies try to simplify things. And another thing is that in all companies, we never have one source, one data source. We already have many different data sources. So we need tools with the simplicity and also to access all that data in organization. So it's the goal of Dremio. So Dremio want to federate all the data source we already have in organization, also file system, also database, or things like that, and also with a collaborative mode, like I don't know, a Google Doc that allow you to manage or build some documents in a collaborative way. Also, if we have so many data in the organization, we also need a way to search and discover the data and have a central data catalog. Okay, so Dremio, in fact, will allow you to present and access to all your data from any kind of database or file system and present it through your common analytical solution, and also with data science language and also SQL. And Dremio, based on 3 main projects, Apache Parquet, Calcite, and also AO. And you have various features that we will discover in the next slide. Okay, so for data sources, we have we could access to file system like HDFS, S3, Azure file system, and also a database like Hive or Microsoft SQL Server, Oracle, MongoDB, who is a NoSQL database, and also MySQL and PostgreSQL. Okay, if we like before in the beginning of the presentation, in fact, we could say that we have a deconstructed database with Dremio because we took 3 main components, as I explained, Apache Parquet file, and also the AO format, who is also an oriented column format, and also help to compress the data. And finally, we have Apache Calcite that is used to parse the SQL and also optimize the query. Okay, it's what Dremio look like. So you have an interface where you can build and write your SQL if you already know the SQL. And you can also access to Dremio through some API that allow the automation, for example, of some activities like add a new data source, also create your virtual data set, and things like that. You also have a sort of wizard that help you to build complex SQL queries. So you will create your virtual data set, and you will save it, and you can share this data set. And with the data set you already create, you can access to this data set through some bridge or connectors like JDBC or also like ODBC. So with your favorite tool of business intelligence, you will be able to connect to Dremio and access to this data set. And you can also create some data sets that data come from 2 kind of database or 2 type of database, and access finally in your business intelligence solution. So, because we have so many data, we need a kind of navigator, a kind of exploration. So we need a data catalog that reference all our data, our database, our field. So a user could search in this data catalog a field, a table. Also, you can add some tags on your table or on your field to identify it and find them after. You also have the data curation that help you to build your own SQL, your complex SQL. You could, in fact, have some shared workspace, so you build your data set and you share the data set with your colleague. You have different kind of deployment of Dremio. In fact, in a single aspect, or also in Yarn and Kubernetes. You could have the concept of reflection, so it's a cache management. You could also have aggregation reflection that you can imagine as a OLAP system. And you have also the lineage, so you could see how your workload are built, and also your SQL queries. And finally, something very interesting is the monitoring of all activity that you have inside of Dremio. So all workload, JDBC workload, data scientist workload, all of that can be found in the monitoring. Two use cases, so we help a customer to build a data lake, and data scientists are very interesting with Dremio. They like a lot Dremio because they could access simply to their data. Another use case is a company that like a lot the monitoring workload because they could see all the activity on their data lake. Okay, for the demo, I will be there if you want.